Hello guys, today I'm going to be talking about TF2Center, which comes as a kind of replacement for TF2 Lobby as a gateway into competitive TF2 to show that from pubs to, competitive as possible, and it's not as intimidating as people make it out to be, because it's really not. Competitive TF2 is really fun, and I'm making this video so that hopefully more people try out competitive TF2 and that the community grows, because that's what we need right now, more players. And it's a lot of fun. If you give it a try, it's a lot of fun. TF2Center is basically a website, as I said, to play competitive TF2 on. The little lobbies that are made here that you're going to join and play on. But before I explain basically how the website works, I'm going to talk to you guys about the essentials that you're going to absolutely need before playing any sort of competitive TF2. Number one, you're going to need a working microphone. It's not always required, but if you're going to play on a team, you're going to need one. And number two, you're going to need a program called Mumble. And Mumble is a program to communicate with other players over web servers. Servers, basically. And yeah, you're going to use these. Basically the whole TF2 community uses Mumble. Some people use TeamSpeak or Vent, but 99% of people use Mumble. To download it, it's actually pretty simple. Just Google Mumble. And you're going to want to go to mumble.sourceforge.net, not mumble.com. You just want to make sure you go to the SourceForge one. And if you're on Windows, get Windows here, OS X here, and Linux here, I guess. It's just a straightforward download. When you have it downloaded, it's going to look like this. I know I have to update mine, but you're going to want to go to Configure, and then Audio Wizard, and then walk yourself through the wizard here. It's going to tell you what microphone to use. It'll be able to test your microphone quality and your sound, etc., etc. Then when that's done, you're going to go to Server, Connect, and here's all my Mumble servers and such. But you can add your own team one. You can have the TF2Center one, but it's going to automatically connect you. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And again, once before we get into this, there's some little tweaks you're going to want to do to TF2. If you're completely new, I'm going to open up TF2 here, and I'm just on a little server. My HUD might look a little bit different than yours, because I use a custom HUD. It's a little custom HUD that was made by someone, and I'm maintaining it now. Basically, your TF2 should look like this, minus the HUD. You notice that the field of view is a little bit weird. It's kind of small, and that's what a lot of new players use, and that they don't know that a higher field of view exists in TF2. You're gonna want to go to your menu and go to Options. Your menu might not look like this. It's gonna be a little bit different though, but like all these are still the same. You're gonna go to Keyboard, Advanced. You can enable either of these, but you want to enable Developer Console. This is going to allow you to do a couple tweaks to your TF2, which is absolutely essential to being able to play competitive. So once you're in game or wherever, you're going to hit the tilde key, which is right next to the number 1 on your keyboard. You're going to get this, and you're going to want to type in FOV, which is field of view, and then underscore, and then desired, and then 90. 90 is the maximum field of view you can get in TF2. I think 70, I'm not sure about this one, I think 70 is the default and the lowest you can go, but by default your field of view is 70. If I click enter and you look on the screen, things suddenly get a little bit bigger. My field of view, let's see, I can see these two med cabinets here completely. If I go back to using 70 field of view, I can't really see, I see only half of them. So FOV 90, I see the huge med cabinets again. It allows you to see more on your screen, and every competitive TF2 player uses this. Even if you don't play competitive TF2, just play in pubs, this will help you tremendously. There's also a couple personal tweaks that you can do. View model, underscore, field of view, and this will change your view model. I put 90 because I like it. See my view model. Personally though, I don't really use view models, so I like to play without on most of my guns, but it's personal preference as to where and how you want them. A couple more tweaks that you want to do. I'm gonna go to advanced options. Automatically reload your weapon, fast weapon switch, play a hit sound every time you injure an enemy. Display damage done as text over your target is extremely important. You can tell that, medic took 100 or demo took 200, whatever, so you can communicate that to your teammates. All these, the rest are pretty much personal preference. You can go through them if you want and do that, but these are pretty much the absolute essentials. Oh yeah, use advanced spectator HUD in tournament mode. That means when you're dead in tournament mode, which is like a tournament game, you're gonna see on either the left or top or bottom side of your screen the health or then the alive status of all the players on your team. So that's going to help you a lot instead of seeing nothing. So we're going to tab back out to TF2 Center here. Normally there's up here there's a login button, so you're going to log in. I already did for the convenience of this video. There's a couple of things that you want to note here. If you're in North America, normally you're going to want to play in North American lobbies. And if you're European, you're going to want to go to European lobbies. So there's a little settings button here that you can click. I'm from North America, so normally I just press the North America button here so that I only get the North American ones and save settings. Right now there's not a lot going on. So I can't really... I'm going to show what it's like to join like a Highlander lobby. Let's say this one here. I know it's stripped, so I won't actually play this one, but it shows here. This is how it's going to be. These are all the people signed up for every class. You have, 2 scouts here, 2 soldiers. Obviously, it's one of each class. And if you want to join as a certain class, you're gonna go join. You're gonna click this button here. Let's say I'm gonna join as med, and it's gonna start the lobby because I'm joining. But it's gonna give you this It's gonna give you this here. And I'm being a really huge dick right now by not starting this lobby, but it's going to tell you that, and you just got to ready up, and once everyone readies up and everyone's there, the people that don't ready up, they get kicked out and someone else can replace them. The lobby's going to start. It's going to prompt you with a little pop-up here that's going to say join TF2, and you're going to click on it, and it's going to automatically join you to the TF2 server. And if you're on red, you join red. You're on blue, you join blue, and you play the class that you want to play. I might show a little bit of demos a little bit later on or in a different video, but that's pretty much how to use TF2 Center. It's actually extremely simple. There's a little bit of etiquette you're going to need to follow when you play TF2 Center or any competitive TF2 in general. You're going to not want to be dicks to people. I mean, it's really annoying when you're not as good as other people and people are being rude to you. And there's a little bit things like that. Like, I guess common courtesy is what you would call it in competitive. Don't rage at other people and people won't rage at you. If you're willing to learn, people will help you. I mean, don't feel afraid to ask help from other people. I see always plat players and stuff playing in TF2 centers, and I'm sure they'd be more than glad to help you in anything that you can need. And if you're scared of playing medic, just go ahead. You can only be better from learning from your mistakes, and you'll only be better by playing with better players. And that's how you kind of make this jump from pubs to TF2 Center. If TF2 Center is really not challenging for you, you can go out and play either TF2 Mix for 6s or TF2.mix.NAHL for Highlander, which is it's turning into Gold Plus right now. But yeah, I mean, if TF2 Center is really not a challenge for you anymore, you might want to up into the bigger I guess pug groups, but I won't talk about that right now. This video is mainly made for new players that kind of want to make a jump from playing pubs to playing competitive. Some classes play a little bit differently in pubs than in Highlander or 6s, and I might make a little video explaining the major differences. Like, for example, demo in Highlander is the main pocket, not the heavy, as some people might think. Demo is made to do the most damage as possible without dying, etc. Heavy is made to protect the Nomad. He's not like a super killing machine. I don't know how to explain it really, but that's pretty much it for this. If you see players that you recognize, you can go ahead and ask them for help and things that you need. Once again, if you're Europe, play Europe, and you got all these things here. I mean, I've played a season of Steel, a season of Silver, a season of Gold, a season of Platinum. Well, I mean, I'm currently playing a season of Platinum, but I love competitive TF2. It's a lot of fun, and I really hope to get a lot of people into it. So, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, whatnot, please leave them, and I'll see you guys next time.